Welcome. Today I will be presenting a preliminary framework for understanding conservative media ecosystems by mapping them onto the narrative structure of Wicked. This is unfortunately the most coherent model we have currently available. We begin with Erica Kirk, who corresponds to Galinda, not because of aptitude, but because she has been elevated by what we call the Oz Apparatus, here represented by Turning Point USA. Like Galinda, she has been styled, scripted, and gently coerced into symbolic leadership. Her role is ceremonial, her agency is optional. She maintains residual admiration for Elphaba, in our model, Candace, but in the Oz governance structure, such sentiments are considered politically inadvisable and therefore discouraged. As in most institutions, friendships are considered permissible only when they produce no measurable outcomes. Candace occupies the role of Elphaba. She is designated Wicked primarily for exhibiting independent thought. This is a phenomenon traditionally considered destabilizing by governments, wizards, and political consultants. In this schema, conservatives become the animals, sentient beings discouraged from speaking freely, except when it comes to fundraisers. Elphaba's project, liberating them, is of course incompatible with the goals of the wizard, Oz, and most political donors with yachts. Turning Point USA functions as the Oz government. It disseminates curated narratives, distributes symbolic authority, and manages public perception using the classic "everything is fine, please clap" methodology. The Wizard is the Republican Party, a selectively omnipotent institution that manufactured Elphaba's rise and then expressed surprise when she developed opinions. Historically, this is what happens when you educate people. Elphaba, in an unapproved act of political enthusiasm, encourages the animals to seek autonomy. These are elephants breaking free. This alarms and threatens the wizard, who prefers to think of constituents primarily as decorative items in voting booths. France becomes Madame Morrible, not necessarily because the country behaves like her, but because a French donor once held a position of enthusiasm within the Oz apparatus, thereby fulfilling the only criteria needed for political metaphor construction. And also, they put out a hit on Candace Owens. In this allegory, Madame Morrible engages in narrative engineering that disadvantages Elphaba. This mirrors the political practice known as messaging. In this model, Israel corresponds to Dorothy, and the ruby slippers are Charlie's loyalty. Dorothy asserts ownership over the shoes despite lacking clear provenance. In the academic world, we like to refer to this as "no really, check the text." In conclusion, the Wicked framework provides the most robust theoretical explanation for recent conservative media turbulence. This is not because it is correct, but because it is surprisingly coherent. So, is Charlie Fierro? No. Empirically, no. The real Charlie remains, as always, the friendships acquired during narrative crises.